It's just not going to get any cooler, huh?
No. I think it's about as good as it's going to get. Rolling over here. Are you recording, John?
Not yet.
Are you recording, Bryce?
And rolling.
All right, can I get a clap? $1,000-yard stare, Jason.
Yeah, sorry. It's back in shit. By the shit, I mean downtown Los Angeles in a hot warehouse. Oh, jeez, yeah. So we're still clearly traumatized.
It gets above 80 degrees and I lose it. Start having flashbacks.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
We good?
Maybe we could just start by riffing on ideas that nobody's tried yet.
Yeah. That's good. I want a rapid fire thing that shoots steel ball bearings. Like
You're
the
describing a machine gun.
No, like steel ball bearings, like those big,
You're describing the shoot out the star game at the carnival.
Yeah, but big ones though, like the big heavy ones.
I want a gun that hurls insults at you, just rapid fire, like smarter than I am. You just aim it and you just cripple their self-esteem.
You just point it at someone and they get a really scathing text.
Get, like very specific to them, and they're like, oh, his wordplay, it's too biting.
I'm gonna be walking around. You look stupid in those pants, Brian.
That would all right. Here, let's do it. What about a gun that you aim it at someone? It instantly figures out what their phone number is and texts them insults. And contextualize insults. So it's like the camera figures out what they're wearing, identifies where it comes from, auto generates a bunch of insults, and just crushes their soul. That'd be an amazing weapon.
This doesn't get out.
That's
okay. We have to go into R&D right now.
We patent it immediately.
Yes.
You're gonna get shot so fast with that gun.
A gun that shoots hypodermic needles with vitamin B12 just to make everyone feel better.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say MDMA
That too.
to make everyone feel better.
Why would you inject MDMA? Does that work that way?
I don't even know. I don't know how it works. Can we put it in a crop duster and just like?
Oh yeah, go just fly around Coachella and.
Yes.
I wonder if that would work like to get crowds to, rioting crowds to calm down. Just spray it out.
I imagine it's been tested. That sounds like some Project MK Ultra stuff.
Like the Chinese have been doing it for years.
Probably.
Suddenly we just stop hearing about the protests in Hong Kong.
Yeah, everybody's cool. Everybody's talking about being one with the universe.
I don't know. Do we have anything?
I would love just like an alternate route.
Okay.
If possible.
Did you ever invent any weapons of your own?
Have you seen The Modern Rogue? I have a show on YouTube.
No, I mean like as a
I'm
kid.
really good at
I
it.
mean, yes, you are, but give or take.
I've only bled a couple of times. Well, I've only gone to the hospital.
Cool. All right, man, so we're continuing to go through all of the bazillion D episodes. All right, man, so we're continuing to work our way through the articles over at themodernrogue.com. This one's written by Polly Poisuo? Polly.
I was never sure how to say
Little
that.
Polly.
Yeah.
All right, we're continuing to work our way through all the articles that are over at themodernrogue.com. This one was written by Polly Poiso, I think I'm saying that right. But it's 5 awesome, badass, insane, homegrown weapons.
Yes, that speaks very near and dear to my heart. What is your favorite DIY weapon that we've made?
Bone Reaver, because it twisted a knife in the hearts of all the commenters when they saw
Blood Reaver. Blood Reaver.
Yeah, there you go.
Blood Reaver was your favorite. And Stopper, My Mom Will Shoot?
Yes, exactly. Well, it
Yeah.
eventually just became Will Shoot.
Will Shoot.
It was just a shiv.
Yeah. The people in the article have gone above and beyond.
Yes.
And they have done something. Our first one from Jay Laser Video, he made.
We saw some of his work before, and we tried out the party popper thing, right?
Yeah, which worked quite well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, it wasn't the party popper. It was the.
No, it's the party popper.
I thought it was the getaway pen.
Both.
Okay. Well, here, let's just we'll tee it up again, and I'll not
Okay.
contradict us.
Well, our first one is from Jay Laser Video, a guy who definitely is part of the Modern Rogue pantheon.
Oh, sure.
We've done some of his stuff before with the flare pen and the rigged.
That episode hasn't
come out yet.
Yeah.
Although, who knows when this episode goes out, so it might be worth getting one with and one without.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and also I don't know that we have to.
Go down his whole history.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Okay.
say it's from this guy.
Okay. All right. So the first one is from Jay Laser Video, and he does something that I have wanted since I was probably in 5th grade.
Yeah, dude, flaming sword.
A
right?
flaming sword.
Okay, now here's the thing. I would have expected a flaming sword, and there are certainly performers that you put a big wick on a sword,
Okay.
you soak it with fuel, you light it, and you got a flaming sword.
Okay.
But he goes above and beyond because his sword, I mean, legit sword, but also it's shooting a jet of flame at all times.
Yeah, he's got some butane canisters right by the handle. And so it's really not that the sword is flaming, but there are flames shooting out on either side of
I mean,
the blade.
look, when it's in your chest, you're not going to be arguing that point. you're like,
Yeah.
I'm
I
dying.
really thought this was on fire itself, but that's pretty ingenious what you did there.
Also, you're cauterizing the wounds as they're happening.
Yeah, exactly. How would you build a flaming sword if you were to have one yourself? I would probably just dip it in napalm and light it, right?
Sure. But I mean, I think this is the best version of the flaming sword that I've seen.
Hang on. Dip it in napalm and light it. I just want to... We're going to do an episode about
Oh, okay.
that.
All right.
Okay. All right, but do you think that's pretty effective?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out what
How to come back.
Well, what the storytelling beats are. On
Oh,
this.
sure.
Like,
Are we going to just rank it?
I mean, yeah, I guess that's what we have to.
And how did we rank it last time?
And also, I feel like the only way we kill this episode is by padding too much.
Sure.
Like if this feels like it wants to be like a 7-minute episode where we just get in and get out on each of these.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
like us having a discussion on how we would do it different from him, I don't know that we have much value.
That's
'cause
not
we're-
going to contribute much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is maybe if you have some insight since you have plenty of experience with fire. But yeah, outside of that, just have like a leaderboard, and every time you hit a new one, you just readjust the leaderboard
yeah.
and keep going.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Yeah, I really like. Yeah. I really like the fact that the flame continues to be as strong, as long as there's fuel in there, it's going to keep on running consistently. Not like something with just a wick on it that's going to run out of fuel. So I guess this one's first on the leaderboard. We have an entrant. Good job.
I like
Current
it.
champion.
Current champion. All right, now, here's something. I don't know if you remember, but this is something that you kind of wanted to do a long time ago.
What? Oh, yes, I do know this. You're talking about like I wanted to do a magic a thing with a Tesla gun live on stage.
We were sitting out on your back deck, and there may have been alcohol involved.
Maybe.
And you were pitching me this idea that I told you was completely insane. And you were still just, no, I think this is, so I'm still waiting for you to do it.
This is pre-YouTube.
You know, this is pre-YouTube.
Yeah, no,
you
but,
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're talking about the way I had envisioned it was wearing a backpack and basically having a repulsor race. This is before Iron Man even came out in movie theaters. But basically, I wanted to walk out and have a Tesla arc come out of my hand, and I was going to take like a pumpkin or something and cover it in camp fuel,
Yeah.
so that I would blast and the lightning would trigger the fuel
Boom.
and cause it to burst into flames.
Yeah, he really wanted to walk out on stage and just start zapping stuff and having it blow
Yeah, that
up.
seems
which,
safe.
yeah, no, it was an awesome idea, but you're telling me, he's like, how hard could it be? This is what you were saying. How hard could it be? And I'm thinking,
Pretty hard.
Real hard.
But luckily,
and
the
crazy.
internet brings out all the crazy people. So we had this video from Smarter Every Day where they built a freaking Tesla gun.
Yes, I can't even imagine the ingenuity that is required because we had trouble charging a taser with some lemons.
Oh, sure.
Can you imagine trying to make a Tesla device?
Yes, they're all smarter than us. Who cares? Here's the important thing: is which one wins in the contest. We have to adjust the leaderboard.
Okay.
Fire sword versus Tesla gun.
Fire sword versus Tesla gun. I don't know. I mean, how deadly, how effective is the Tesla gun?
It depends on what you set it to, I would imagine, but it seems like it's got a short range, and it
does.
seems like it's twitchy and
That goes through batteries
unpredictable.
like nobody's business.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the fire sword for the simplicity. I'm going to say fire sword is still number one.
Yeah, the Tesla gun, very showy. The fire sword also showy, but I think the fire sword is effective.
Also, in the video, they're touching the Tesla lightning bolt, so it's
so
not exactly the most impressive.
It's a tickle cannon.
Yeah, tickle cannon.
That was Tesla's lost work, was
That's
the tickle
it.
cannon. Let's see, what do we got? Okay, so you're playing Dungeons & Dragons as a kid.
Yes.
What was your weapon of choice? Like the coolest weapon.
I was always a mage. I was a half-elf
that's
mage,
right.
of course.
No, the answer is the crossbow, man.
What?
What, you weren't fascinated by crossbows?
Well, I
growing
mean,
up?
now that we're entering, becoming the ultimate modern rogue, we should learn stealth. We should learn stealth.
We should learn stealth.
Okay, look. Sorry, we're already out in the weeds on this one. Let's just go back and get straight to the punch.
Okay.
All right.
All right, now this one speaks to me.
Yes.
The crossbow.
Well, yes. I mean, but what's special about a crossbow?
This one's fully automatic.
Okay, so you're taking on like an army of Draculas, and you just need to mow them all down at once.
I mean, it's probably going to be more effective and less crazy than the one in Van Helsing.
Yeah.
You remember the big thing?
I
with Hugh Jackman?
never saw it. Yeah.
Good.
Dodged a bullet on that one.
Yeah, well done. But you've got like this.
Hold on one second. What's the name of the guy?
It's Yorick Spray.
Okay. All right, wait here. Yeah, then take us to that.
Okay. So a lot of people in our comments on some of our improvised weapon episodes have mentioned Yorick Spray.
Just say
Okay.
this is you. Yeah.
So this one is built by Yorick Spray.
Which is a great name.
I believe
right
I'm
from the
saying it
beginning.
right.
I hope you are.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he's got a fully automatic crossbow and is going to come get you.
Yeah, he is the impresario of projectile weapons on YouTube, and he took a drill and did this badass device that I can't even look at it and reckon how
Oh, no.
it works.
I think that's what I love about it is I totally can reckon how it works. You have the magazine that's gravity fueled. You've got a clickety-clack. The drill turns a sprocket that loads everything, fires it, and cues up the next one.
We cracked it! Bam!
It's automatic. I mean, I love everything about it, from the backyard aesthetic to the functionality of it,
And it's
to
so
the
elegant.
speed. It's great, and apparently it's weird that you're holding. You're holding the handle in one hand and you have your other hand pulling a trigger, but he says as counterintuitive as that looks, it feels totally natural and it looks precise. I mean, this one is definitely the champion. Get out of here,
Really?
Firestore.
Okay. And what are you rating him on? Is that even...
Wait, here, I'll dog that. No, you can ask. To me, this one is the new leader, new champion. Get bent fire sword because
okay.
I'm rating on novelty and effectiveness and which I would love to have in a fight. Everything about this is a clear winner to me.
Okay, so over the flaming sword
Yep.
and the Tesla gun.
Oh, yeah.
Full automatic crossbow.
100%. What about you?
Oh, it's close because I'm still... The brutal simplicity of the flaming sword is great, but I do like ranged weapons and not getting close to the bad guys, so I think I'm going to go with you and say that the full auto crossbow is good.
Well done.
Okay. So, let's see. What do we got for the next one? Okay. I'm not real sure about this one.
Yeah, look, we're going to say the words, and it's going to sound great, and then every word we say after it will be less great.
Handheld Gatling gun.
A homemade handheld Gatling gun. Sounds great.
In theory, real good, right?
This video is hot nonsense.
It's wonderful.
And on top of that, it's in French, which doesn't help me understand it. But you would think at some point I would comprehend what this thing does at all. It's nonsense.
It's some French kid who built a handheld Gatling gun, but
Yeah.
it's really more like a 6-cylinder
It just looks like
revolver
a
type gun.
six-shooter revolver, right?
Yeah, and he says bitch to the camera a lot.
He distills badassness.
He did distill badassness, which I want to know more about that and how it factored into the making of the gun. This one's something. It looks moderately effective as a projectile weapon.
Technically, it is the most dangerous of all the weapons so far. So if I'm going to make a case for it, this is straight up a gun. And if you were in a contest, this is the weapon that you would pick if you want to kill the other guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, considering that it's in French and we don't see a lot of his process, I don't know how he made it. I don't know how easy it is. Looked like there was some machining involved. And as far as effectiveness, he was shooting a paper target, but he had a lot of flair.
Sure.
He had a lot of spirit.
Okay, look, it's not taking number one. Number one still has to be the automatic crossbow. Number two, still flaming sword. It's
Flaming sword.
nowhere near flaming sword territory.
Agree.
Is it better than the Tesla gun?
I'm going to go with, let me think about this one. Hell no, it's not. It's at the bottom.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Yeah. Wait, we'll take the Batman high road on this. Like no guns.
No guns. Okay, good.
Man, now this is a sideways one. A laser bazooka.
Yes.
Who's this from?
Oh, Styropyro.
Okay, here, we'll do it again.
Okay, yeah.
Dude, this one's a big sideways turn. A freaking laser bazooka.
Yeah, there's some legit science going on here. Not even science adjacency, like legit science.
When we were watching the video, just before we press record, Brant says, looks like he knows what he's doing. Which is kind of the vibe I get.
Yeah, he's so enthusiastic and young, and it reminds me of the Manhattan Project.
The movie, yeah, of course, yeah.
With the kid who just builds a nuclear weapon.
It is phenomenal. So, okay, basically it's exactly what it sounds like. It's extraordinarily powerful laser, but as you watch, I mean, it takes a little bit of time to catch cardboard on fire. I guess it pops balloons.
Yeah.
Certainly you can blind everybody, like just instantly.
immediately.
The moment you look at it at all is like, I think you said like 33 million times more
worse
than the
than
sun.
looking into the sun.
Yeah.
It will blind you instantly. So for that, super effective, right? Because an enemy that can't fight can't see.
Yeah.
Wait,
nope. That's true. It
Enemy
tracks.
that can't see can't
Nope,
fight.
It's true. If you can't fight, you're blind.
There you go.
So how do we adjust our rankings ahead of the Gatling gun for sure?
Definitely ahead of the Gatling gun. So you still think
Is it ahead of the Tesla coil?
I think it's ahead of the Tesla coil as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it is because he was popping balloons. It has the ability to blind people instantly.
Yeah, and I guess if you pointed it like at a car's gas tank long enough, you'd eventually punch a hole in it and fire comes at you.
I think that sounds reasonable. Let's call him and test it.
So ahead of the Tesla gun, I guess it's got to go ahead of the flaming sword, right?
Yes.
Which would you rather have? I mean, flaming sword.
I think it's ahead of the flaming sword as well.
But you can cut a head off with the flaming sword, but you'll be blind before you get there.
Yeah,
like you're
exactly.
running up and you're like, there's nothing.
I think this might be our number one most effective weapon.
Yeah,
And the ingenuity, man. I'm giving him points for the ingenuity.
Well,
Brilliant.
I think I want to take away points because it's like it's just a real power cranked up laser. Whereas the ingenuity, with the sprockets and the drill and all that.
Okay, that was really clever too. I think there are two different types
but I
of
feel
mechanical aptitude.
I'll defer to you. This one definitely is the most Tony Stark out of all of them.
We can disagree. It is the most Tony Stark though.
I'm going to stick to my fully automatic crossbow.
Okay.
You can have a laser bazooka.
I'm gonna stick with the laser bazooka.
Okay, and I will have to duct tape my eyes and fight blind.
Spray and pray.
So, yeah, exactly.
I hope I got Jason.
And it's like I don't see anything. I'm like ow, 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 and I'm dancing around. This is a battle I want to see.
I think we need to contact both of them and have a showdown.
Done and
Where
done.
we just try to kill each other with each weapon for our millionth subscriber.
Oh, geez, don't make that promise. Don't
Jason
make that
and Brian
promise.
try to kill each other.
Hopefully, we're already past 1 million.
You didn't say the last guy's name. I don't know if you did it.
Did we not?
We can put it on screen.
Yeah, we'll put it on screen.
You checked the pronunciation and then didn't actually.
And then didn't say it, Styropyro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any gut feelings about what the audience sentiment will be as far as your ranking? Like, do you think they'll mostly agree or disagree?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we couched
Oh,
it
and
pretty
we
much
we
in
need to ask.
our favorites.
We need to ask. Hey, what do you think? What's your?
Well, I was mostly thinking if you were like, if you had like a dark horse, if you were like, you know, if you think that Tesla is going to be down at the bottom, but you think a lot of people are going to think it's going to be higher or whatever, then that could make a fun CTA at the end.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, let's do this for the CTA at the end.
Okay.
All right. So everybody at home, so everybody in the comments has to tell us how totally wrong we are.
Yep.
I predict that they're all going to say the Tesla gun should be higher, although I don't see why.
Yeah, well, because it's got Tesla in it, and the internet loves Tesla.
Internet's got the biggest boner for Tesla. Dude was legitimately insane.
He was wagging
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but-
Come at me, internet. That's right. I hate Tesla. Boom. Yeah, that's right. Edison.
You're an Edison guy.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
I mean, he
That's-
electrocuted some elephants, but yeah.
Tesla was like married to a pigeon.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, he had a weird thing about pigeons. Look it up.
That's
Really? I mean, I knew he liked him.
I mean, I might be a hyperbole with a married thing, but he was like in.
But it
love
was a committed
with-
relationship nonetheless.
He was like in love with a pigeon.
Wow. Yeah, he was wacko. He had some sort of platform that I read that like vibrated, and he could adjust like the vibrational frequencies and everything. But a lot of his friends would come and just stand on it because it felt really good. And at one point, he had to tell his friend Mark Twain, "No, you need to get down." It's like, why? He's because it will give you diarrhea.
Oh, wow.
And Twain was like, and sure enough.
Wow. And lo, the deuce was dropped.
On that, we're cutting, I guess.
Yep.